Do you need to find some calm in these uncertain times? Well, let's talk. I'm Michele Thill with Newland Wellness, and today I want to talk about what's going on out there. Not the specifics. We all know what's going on out there, and help you with what's going on in here. We are going through a lot right now, and I feel like we've been going through a lot since 2020. It seems like one thing after another, after another, after another builds and builds, and over time, it can feel so overwhelming. It can feel like, in a way, the world has gone mad, that when will it end? And it puts us kind of in a victim mode of focusing on all that's going wrong and paying attention to that. And that certainly isn't going to help you feel calm in any way, looking at things from that view. So I wanted to help you to take a step back, especially if your world itself, you're someone who's in a life transition, like myself. You going through or been through a divorce or a loss of a partner, or even now this time of year where it's empty nesting, where there's changes, where things are different, and it feels uncertain in your own life. And then you turn on social media, or you turn on the news, or you talk to someone, and you continue to see the uncertainty that's happening out there, and it can be all so overwhelming. And I just wanted to come here today to remind you that there are two views to everything. With the noise, there's also the stillness. With the fear, there's also the hope. With the anger, there is also compassion. And I wanted to remind you that in a world that seems out of control, you do have control. The only control you have is over yourself and how you choose to handle what's happening. Do you choose to react, as maybe you always have, unconsciously, that trigger? Or do you choose to step back, be more conscious, and respond or act in a new way? That's where you get to bring calm among what seems like chaos. Because we're in a world right now where there is a big negativity bias, and social media and TV, it looks to program us to see just what's going wrong. If it bleeds, it leads. And there's a lot of good that's happening out there if we choose to see it and put our attention on it. Think about this. What you choose to focus on, you're going to see more of. It's like the algorithm on social media. You click on something and all of a sudden you start seeing more of that, right? That's how our reticular activating system, the RAS in our brain, handles things. If we choose to focus more on all that's deemed wrong, we're going to see more of that. Your RAS is going to say, okay, let me show you more. If you're going to choose to see good that's happening, because there's a lot of good happening that's not being focused on, but you can put your attention on, your RAS is therefore going to say, okay, let me show you more of that. And you can also, in these times, choose to be the light. to help humanity feel more hopeful. That could be holding a door for a stranger, smiling at someone, giving a compliment. Things of that nature that are so simple mean so much. You don't realize the impact you might have on someone's day by just being kindness, by being compassion, by being the light. Are you with me? You have a chance during these times that we are in to be more of the light and to help someone who's really struggling have more peace. And as you do that, you bring more peace into your own life and calm. You're going to realize that peace, that calm, is not an outside job. It's an inside job. And no matter what's happening out there in the world or in your world, you have a choice to either get caught up in the chaos or choose a new way and find more peace through it all. So I want to give you 3 simple steps you can take to help you. Because let's face it, either way, whichever path, whichever direction you choose is the path you're going to go down. Think about that. So if you're choosing to have more peace and calm in these times, then let me suggest a few things that have helped me, as well as many others, find more calm during uncertain times. The first is stepping outside and being in nature. And that can be just a few minutes or longer. You know, there is something about being outside where you start to connect, if you choose to see it this way, and I invite you to, the vastness, the abundance, the clarity, the beauty, and how nature happens without being told what to do or think or whatever. You know, you go outside and you see these older trees that just know when to bloom and when then to shed their leaves. The grass that knows how to grow and keep its greenness at this time of year. The blue sky, the bright sun that knows to rise every day and then set and have the moon come out. It's all out there. And the more you take a walk looking at the beauty of what's out there, it brings tears to my eyes. It's so joyful and uplifting to me. And I invite you to take a stroll that way and see the world from that view and let it help ground and center you so that you can relax more. It really is amazing, and it's just a step outside. Another, you could even be by a window, even just looking out at the beauty as well. And of course, when you're outside, you start getting in that vitamin D from the sun, and that not only boosts your immune system, but boosts your mood. Another thing you could do is write down 3 things that are going your way in your life, and then look for that each day. Instead of looking for what's going wrong, oh, now this happened. Well, I wonder what's going to happen now. Instead of all of the things that many of us have been programmed to focus on, instead, look for what feels good, the things that are going your way in the day. And when you write those out, not only are they a great reminder that you could look back on, but it helps you to then focus, because I'm writing 3 things that are going my way today. What are those 3 things going to be today? And you could write them last thing at night. What went your way that day? Reread it in the morning if you'd like, to help pump you and help center you, and have you feel good. Because so many of us are not feeling good. We're taking on the weight of the world. We're feeling like if I feel good, I don't have compassion. If I feel good, I don't have empathy for the struggles that people are going through out there. I'm encouraging you to feel good, because the more you feel good, the more you radiate that, and you actually help your world, the people around you, feel more at peace. The more we hold on to the bad feelings, the more that just drains you, the more that brings your frequency down. And then, of course, you react, you act in the way that that you're feeling, and you're not coming from your best self. Instead, you're coming from a place of fear. And I'm asking you to come from a place of courage right now. And so focusing on the good that's happening in your life and even in the world ultimately helps. It's like I used to think if I worried, that meant I cared. So I'm going to worry about you, and I'm going to, excuse me, boy, I'm itchy today. I'm going to worry about you, and I'm going to worry about everything that's going on in the world, and I'm going to worry about myself because I care. And I started to realize that only gave me then more things to worry about. Someone once said that worry is like a negative prayer or something to that effect. So instead, I consciously, because my first reaction is going to be to worry. So I step back and I consciously decide I'm going to send light. I'm going to send love to that person, to that situation, to myself. Because ultimately, that's going to help find the solution instead of the problem and just focusing on that. To find the helpers, to see another way, to help not raise the blood pressure, right? To help not to numb yourself with say that glass of wine every night, or the overeating, or whatever it might be. Whatever we're doing to numb ourselves. Maybe we're just sitting and streaming and binge watching things just to numb ourselves. I get it. But this is something you can do that will help you not turn solely to that, and in a healthier fashion. Send love and light. The last one is to spend time in breath. Conscious, mindful belly breathing. I've spoken about this so much, and I'm going to continue to, because it's something that is with us throughout our lives. how we breathe. Notice when you're breathing, when you're stressed out, when you're scared, you tend to shallow breathe. You tend to breathe from the shoulders up. You might even hold your breath. I'm asking you to consciously, mindfully, deep breathe from your belly. Breathe in through your nose and out your mouth. You could even take a breath in and release. It helps ground your vagus nerve, the nerve that runs, the longest nerve that runs throughout the body, connecting everything in your system. And it helps it to relax more. The vagus nerve is a fight or flight nerve. So you relax it more when you breathe. And when you breathe, especially in a moment when something happens, you give yourself the opportunity to handle things differently, to act in a new way instead of react as you've always have. And I feel we are in times right now where we have the ability to start being more conscious in our lives and realize we do have more control than we're led to believe. And that the world, though it may look like it's gone mad, might be just bringing up all the things that have not been working so that they can be released. So that we may have ultimately a better world for ourselves, for our children, for our grandchildren, for future generations, if we choose to look at it that way. How does that change things for you? I'd love to hear. I'd love to know how you changing your view can actually end up changing your life and the lives of others around you. What have you discovered? Have you tried any of this? What's working? What's not working for you? I'd love for you to share. And I'm going to put in the links as well. The guide, I created an ultimate checklist, especially developed for women who are in a life transition, to help shift your energy so that you go from feeling hopeless to having more hope. And it's free. And I'm here to be of service to you. And I'm asking you, are you up for the opportunity to be the light that walks this world? If I resonate with you, if you like what I have to say, please like and follow and subscribe and share this with someone you feel could benefit from my message. Until next time, try being that light. See what comes of it. Give it time. It's not a one and done. It's a process and it's a practice. And the more you do it, the more you bring calm in to yourself in uncertain times. Be well.